Kind of like you're willing something to happen.
Suddenly, Mike sees something at the top of the stairs.
What?
What, we just saw an orb on the stairs, or what?
Hey?
We just saw an orb on the stairs, or what?
Too intriguing. I think she'll go downstairs and see what it's like in the hall, so if we can get everything there.
Yeah. And now move to our hallway, where we hear the children coming down the stairs. And where we see figures walking.
As in the past, Lisa believes she can see a shadowy figure on the stairs.
I mean, whether it's me or my imagination, it just looks like somebody, like a shadow with a head, who is at the is at the top of the stairs, staring down at me.
Tonight has confirmed for the Beckwiths that this presence is not going away. They're in need of expert help. Whilst filming the video diary, Mike and Lisa were convinced that they witnessed unexplained phenomena, including a figure on the stairs. They've now decided to call in the Haunted Homes investigation team to help solve the mystery and discover if they really do have a ghost. Mia is the first of the experts to arrive in Bury. Before she visits the Beckwiths' house, she examines some of the family's most cherished belongings for paranormal activity.
The reason I'm here is to do the psychometry of the location that we're going to be going to later. So luckily, once I hold these objects, hopefully all the information around me stops, and the information from the property we're going to is what I get. Okay, let's start. And we'll start with an incense burner. And what's interesting with this is it's to create nice smells. Yet what I get off of it is that it's been around a bad smell, and I don't mean something rotting in the house. I mean a paranormal smell. Now, pictures, you never know with the pictures if they're going to be good or bad. I see a mist in a hallway. So something's gone past this in half form, as if it's not quite materialised. And the last object here is what looks like an old crone or a witch. And I've got audio now. I've got doors. I've got slamming of doors. I'm hearing doors bang, cracks, steps, laughter. So I've got the name Becky or Bex. Just had an image of myself having a door slammed in my face. That's interesting because it means whatever is there doesn't want me in it.
A few hours later, Mia arrives at the Beckwiths' home. She knows nothing about the family apart from the startling information she picked up from the psychometry objects.
Now this door is what I saw in the psychometry. This is the door I saw slamming in my face. I think the people have been sitting down here or been in the kitchen or the front room, wherever. I've been hearing stuff on the stairs, and I also believe that they've seen stuff in this hallway going past. Now I've been pulled into this room.
Mia has just entered the living room where Mike and Lisa have been sitting when they've seen and heard much of the activity on the stairs.
Heart racing, loads of fear. And I can hear like boom, 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 boom. So that's coming from over the stairs or a door, but a heavy like banging sound. And I hear a monitor, I hear voices coming over something. I hear like distorted voices, but I don't mean paranormal. Like a baby monitor. So I think that, obviously young children here, I think there's also a monitor or something they've heard. Stuff coming over the monitor. Okay. Kids' bedroom, probably boys. I get a feeling of something looking over the child's shoulder. The child's had some sort of connection with it. I haven't found the centre of the problem, and I know that there is a problem. Because the whole house is live, and every time I think I'm heading towards the place which is most haunted, it's not. And it pushes me on again.
Mia finally enters Mike and Lisa's bedroom, where the haunting starts to make more sense to her.
And there's a mirror, and the mirror reflects onto the hall. And once again, I think it's the mirror that's scary, which is the hall, you see.
After her walk through the house, Mia seems to have pinned down the hall and the stairs as the centre of the activity. What will our other experts find when they tour the house? Mia is accompanied by our very own paranormal investigator, Mark Webb.
I believe that it's so difficult to capture a ghost on film or in a photograph because many people don't want to believe they exist. I could show you a photo of what I believe is a ghost, yet you could explain it away with any story that you like. Most people don't want to believe in spirits, therefore they never will.
Skeptic Chris French, Professor of Psychology, will look for a rational explanation.
There's a lot of evidence to suggest that there's a thing called the fantasy-prone personality. And these are people who have very, very rich imaginations, spend a lot of their time engaged in fantasy. And so psychics, people who claim to have psychic ability, tend to score very highly on measures of fantasy proneness. And what that suggests to me is that we're dealing with people who believe that these messages that they're hearing, that are actually probably a product of their own imagination, are actually coming from somewhere else.
Mark and Chris arrive in Bury. They start their investigation by taking a tour of the Beckwiths' house.
Welcome, this is my lounge. In here we have quite a few things going on. We sit on the settee, obviously regularly looking at the television. We get smells, pipe smoke. Very, very thick pipe smoke. You can actually taste it in your mouth.
What kind of heating have you got in this room?
All we've got is one radiator there,
Right.
and the fireplace, which is just a blower.
Right. So, I mean, if there's any chance at all that that might be producing the smells?
Absolutely
No,
not.
right.
You know
Okay.
the smell of pipe
Yeah,
smoke.
yeah.
It's a very, very distinctive, cloyy, sweet smell. In the fireplace, you can get a reflection of the hallway, and out the corner of your eye when you're watching television, you can see shadows move from like one side of the door to the other.
And how often does that happen?
Regularly.
Yeah.
Regularly. It's on an evening, because
Yeah.
that's when you sat down, you're relaxing, you're watching television, and you see something walk past, and it's like, okay.
Yeah. And
They're
it's
off
always
again.
just out of the corner of your eye.
Out of the
and
corner
you
of the eye,
turn
yeah.
and There's nothing
That's
there.
correct,
Yeah.
yes.
Right.
Okay, into the hallway. We do get a lot of activity. The main part of the activity is in this area. We do get the sound of the children bumping down the stairs and running up the stairs.
Right. There's no way that could be your kids.
No, there has been times where the children, well, we hear the sound of the children coming downstairs and our children are elsewhere with relatives or fast asleep in bed.
What do you think my chances of, if I set some sound recording equipment up, of actually catching those noises?
I'd be delighted if you could catch them. That would be brilliant.
So will we.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Now that all the experts have toured the house, Mia finally gets to meet the Beckwiths and find out if her paranormal analysis of the house ties in with their experience.
Well, it's lovely to meet you, but it's not so lovely to meet your house.